Hey guys, it's MMOHut here for MMOHut.com. Today I'm going to do a first impression gameplay video for World of Battles, a 3D MMORTS published by Frogwares. I'll spend about 20 minutes or so checking the game out and of course making some comments. If you guys want to learn more about World of Battles, do check out the link below at MMOHut.com. So to start off with this isn't a browser game, this is a downloadable game where you choose your army race and then you actually proceed to battle other players and do PvE missions using your particular race or army. So as you can see here, there is in total 9 races, 3, 6, 9. Yep, 2 of them are currently unplayable, so it leaves us with 7. And as you can see here, we have the top, the knights and the dwarves, the barbarians and the Amazons, the dark elves, the orcs, and the undead. So I think I'm gonna go with undead because I always thought undead was the coolest. And once you've chosen which race you want to be, they are the things that should not be, of course. You can choose your leader avatar. So let's see here. What do we got here? That looks pretty badass. And of course, we're going to name him Spunkify, because why not? And then we get to choose our army banner. So you can have multiple army banners, or multiple armies rather. It's just like creating a new character. What is the army name going to be? Let's call it the Spunkination. Alright? Spunkination. Yeah, why not? Alright, so we're going to click start here, and please wait. And the game is going to be loading in here. So it's up to 8 armies, each made up with as many as 16 units clashing in player versus player battles. So as you can see here, now that we're in this game, we have our personal advisor here. What if I click on this? Greetings, Master. I was called Serthra. I was a weapons expert, but that was a long time ago. Okay, so he's undead. Welcome to the world of battles. Your allies await you to help in the battlefield. Lead your forces to battle, you triumph over the enemies, and get a reward. Alright, so we're going to click here to start, because why not? And I suspect that this is going to be like a PvE introduction mission. Just trying to get us a little bit of a ground, to kind of figure out what's going on in the game. This game actually a little bit reminds me of Battleforge, except Battleforge relies on the cards. You basically summon the units by placing the cards on the ground. Whereas this is kind of more of like Total War, where basically you have your armies and you lead them into battle, and you have your archers and your melee guys that are cavalry. But it's in a fantasy setting, so as you can see, that looks like some kind of undead wyvern. It actually reminds me a little bit of Lord of the Rings, that kind of like style. But let's see what's going on here. As you can see here, we now have our initial units. So let's see, I'm a humble servant. I'll do what you can explain. Alright, so let's start this. Here's your master. We were relentlessly waiting for your help. Alright, so I got these guys here. Now what do I do with these guys? As you can see, these are light cavalry. Alright, so we're going to test our abilities on the battlefield. First, move your camera with the mouse button by moving your cursor to the left side of the screen. Ah, I see here. Not bad, that's pretty cool. I can zoom in here as you can see, and I can use the arrow keys to rotate too. The arrow keys can be moved to rotate the camera. Okay, so it's the actual arrow keys, not WASD. Alright, so I can do that, move around as you can hear it. Right, you're ready to go. Okay, now look down by scrolling the mouse wheel. Alright, this is what I was doing before. Just gotta get my bearings here. Alright, select your unit by left clicking on it in the battlefield. Alright, so I've selected the unit, now what? Let's get in there. Another way to select the unit is to left click on the unit on the list. Alright, so I can click here and actually choose those. Gotcha. Attack the position. You can select the unit by drawing a rectangle around it. I get you. It's a lot of ways to select units. Alright, move to select unit by right click on the battlefield. Alright, so I'm going to move in there. I'm going to zoom in. What do these guys look like? These guys are like little skeletons on undead horses. Or no, the horses are alive, it looks like. The battle is still raging. Let's hurry and help our brethren. Select the unit and right click on the enemies to attack them. Alright. So I guess these guys are our enemies. I'm going to right click to attack them, and these guys move pretty slowly for cavalry. We're moving up here and getting into battle. Alright, let's see what happens here. Let's scroll in here so we can see exactly what's going on. So we're killing off those guys here, not bad. I like the little animations of rearing up and whatnot. So these horses are alive. Or no, they look like they're undead, as you can see. They're missing some flesh, so maybe not completely alive, so looks like we're helping little green skull goblins. Alright, let's see here. Hopefully we can kill these guys soon. And as you can see here, you can see the health of your army versus health of the other armies just by looking up the top here. They're almost dead. So this one guy left maybe? Yep, this last guy. This last hero is going to go down. 3.1 dead, alright? I have no idea what that means. A squad of mighty warriors have joined your forces. Now order both the squads to explore further. Alright, so I can now highlight all of them as you can see. I've got the light pikemen right here. And I'm going to click to move them up the screen here. Alright, let's move up. This is a pretty burned out little town here. It looks like old cathedral style, almost like Notre Dame. Actually, it looks a lot like Notre Dame a little bit. That like style of high architecture. Alright, let me move these guys right up. Now, do these guys have any special abilities? Hold position. Stop select unit, attack all, And trample. In melee, units deal more damage to enemies when, with low weight. Bonus damage is calculated independently from charge damage. That's kind of cool. What about you guys? Do you guys have anything? Nope. You guys are just normal. So it's kind of funny that these guys are just like trotting along, but they're faster than the pikemen. You would think that they would have like a run animation. All right, here. Oh, looks like we gotta go here on the map. All right, so I'm gonna click there, move my guys there. And now what is this here? Berserker Rage. Berserkers have increased attack and reduced armor for duration of the effect. Units attacking Berserkers from flanks receive double damage. Berserking unit cannot die from the rage ends. That's pretty cool. So it's like just like a little ability. If I right click, it'll auto cast. Oh, I can't actually click on anything right now. It's grayed out. Alrighty, here. Let's move over. Oh, what's going on? So this is a PvP. It is touted as a PvP game. So right now, although we are doing like the introduction PvE missions, whoa. Looks like we are not going to be fighting these guys again. Gotta come in here first and kill these blighted ones. Alright, more enemies are arriving. Your allies will appreciate any help, of course. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I wish I could zoom in a little bit faster, unfortunately. And using the, it doesn't look like I use WASD for anything. So using the arrow keys is a little bit weird because I have to like move my hands over. But I'm killing these blighted ones here. They got these like little packs of them that kind of run through aliens. Hopefully we kill them soon. Can I trample? Nope, not yet. Maybe it'll show me how to do it. Come on, get through these guys. So yeah, there are PvE missions which actually help you to get gold and stuff that you can use to spin on new units. So if you don't want to just directly jump into PvP, you can do the PvE missions during the day-to-day, just to kind of get familiar with the game. And so far the tutorial is pretty good at like, hey, this is how you group your units, this is how you move around, etc. So I like that feature. Alright, so those guys are dead, so now I can move up. I like how they rejoice. There was much rejoicing. Alright, so now we just got these guys here. This should be good for helping out these Minotaur infantries. Alright. So I'm an undead army, but I still have like, you know, orcs and Minotaurs stuff helping me out. And in fact I'm killing other undead, which is pretty funny. It's pretty lolzy. Alrighty guys, come on. Kill off the rest of these archers. They are going down quickly. Only a couple left. Wonder why they have banners on the back of their breath, though. My guys don't have those. And all of a sudden, much rejoicing, Minotaurs are in our army. Alright, explore the further rooms to find more units ready to join your army. Alright, looks like we're going to find some more. So I've got some Minotaurs. No, a Minotaur's not helping me. Can I not move them? Oh, guess they're in a different faction. Alright, so move it over here. What else do we have on here? What is this? Settings. Okay, those are our settings. Easy enough to see that. And then we've got show hide other player flags, which is kind of cool if you don't want to be so flustered. What is this? Can I click on that yet? It doesn't look like I even done that yet. Alright, so I'm here at the point. Where is this? Where's our other guys? There we are. Oh, and there they are. Immediately. Ordering your troops to attack is easier with the abstract attack order. Press A button and click. Alright, so if I just click that, they'll just randomly attack that area as they lead. Alright, so I've got some archers in the back now, as well as some, what are these guys? Wolverine Clan Berserker. You know those guys? Those guys remind me of He-Man. If you guys ever know what that show is, or ever seen that, it's like an old cartoon. That reminds me of He-Man quite a lot, which is pretty funny. And I've got these archers here in the back here. What do these guys look like? Oh, these little, like, crossbow guys. They're so nonchalant that it's like, I'm just gonna fire some crossbows. Just fighting some guys here. Whoa, sorry about the camera work. It's kind of like a little hard to do it with the mouse right here. You can adjust the mouse sensitivity, which is nice. But I've got a pretty decent sized army here. There we go. The battle's not over yet. Explore further to find the last remnants of the enemy. Alright. So I'm gonna move up here. So the Spunkin Nation is dominating. We're just killing everything right now. So as you actually progress through the game, you can unlock different units. You can compose your army and then lead it into battle. I think I had to set up to 16 players in a battle, which would be pretty hectic, and I'm kind of curious to see how that works out. Although I'm a little bit curious as to why. Okay, that's just, of course, the helper. Whoa, what is this? An enemy giant? That's not an enemy giant. That's like a trebuchet. Knight's giant. Okay, if you say so, buddy. All right, so I got my army here. We're gonna right-click or attack animation and kill this thing. Let's see what this thing does. Oh, look at this thing. This is a. It's like a crude robot. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Warhammer technology. Oh god. Badly wounded. No, don't die. Come on, kill it. He's like, he's doing a lot of damage to my my little guys, my berserker guys here. Come on, don't die on me. They got no health because they're using this berserker rage, which allows them not to die until it's ending. Oh god, look at that animation. Just kill the guys. Come on. Wait. Do I not have all my guys? Where is my... Did my horses die? My horses can't be dead, can they? Is this thing almost dead? I think it's almost dead. Where did my horses go? I'm just gonna like ignore you for a second. No, those guys are good guys. Did my horses just like disappear? I guess they did die like immediately. All right, how much more is this thing left to do? Hopefully this thing is dead almost. How much? Where is it? Is it this? Yeah, it's that. Okay, so it's almost dead. There we go. Lost a lot of guys, but we did kill it, which is nicely done. Victory! I'm gonna click victory screen. There we go. Spunkaneer killed unit. I just killed a unit. Didn't have a name. All right, now what? How do I get out of this? I hit victory. We got some skulls there and this eagle. There we go. Finally. I was like, is it ever gonna go? And whoa! Shouldn't that bar be going up, not left? It's kind of funny. Like the bar actually should increase to actually say, "Hey, you've loaded in the game," but this time it's just going about like, "Nope, sorry, we're kicking you out of the game. No problem." Giant axes are both slashing and bludgeoning weapons. They not only deal damage to your enemy some damage bypassing their armor, but also reduce his armor by slowly hacking their armor to pieces. Nice to know. Alright, so we're back now. Please wait. As you can see, soldiers deployed 64, enemy soldiers killed 68. Nicely done. Got some XP there and some gold. Refreshing army. Alright, here. Now we have another guy. My name is, I'm your challenge advisor. I will present all the challenges available to your army and show you whether you've completed or still offer reward. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can actually get in some PvP here to show that off. Alright, so I'm level 1, of course. Select custom face. Let's select my custom banner. And you can also, there are things like clans in the game, so you can actually team up and have like a whole clan and then actually attack. There's actually a world map setting where you can see like the entire world map and choose to attack certain areas that are owned or occupied by other players or other factions. So I can actually go into like normal battles, or do I have to keep doing that? Reliability status is decreasing for exceeding battles. If they reach red, you will be banned from playing battles for time. Oh, so it's got a lever protection. It's nice to see that. Very nice, very nice. Any guy thingy? Battles will be unlocked after completing challenge. Alright, so we gotta go to challenge here. Arena Championship. Enter the arena, choose the best troops, and send them against your various enemies. Alright, so let's do that. It looks like it's set to easy right now. It's like, that's kind of like, looks like a griffin, but like a dead griffin. He's got like no hair on his neck. Alright. Archery units are the perfect way to do damage from a unit from a safe distance. Oh, hey guys. Archery units deal damage from a safe distance. No, oh really? Okay. Good to know. So we've got my units. Welcome to the Arena Warlord. Alright, here, round by round, your troops will battle fierce enemies. Alright, so let's go ahead and move these guys in here. Can I move them? Alright, I'm going to hit next here. Alright, so the first thing is battling this army here. Here are your opponents for this round. Choose a group of the units which is best suited for fighting these opponents. Alright, so these are cavalry. So what do I use to fight cavalry? Select me and move to the group you wish to use. Alright, so this is that. Oh, okay, so this is my hero guy. What group do I want to use for cavalry? Light infantry, heavy archers, light pikemen. You would think that pikemen work best, right? I think they do, because they're like suited to fight against those. Alright, so I'm going to move over here. Move to you. Alright, move this guy. I'm going to start capturing this flag, which should mean I get this thing right here. Can I move you guys? Nope. Alright, so alright, let's see how well these guys do. I have no idea. They didn't really tell me what's good against infantry, but we'll see here. Let's zoom in, see how this battle goes. And all of a sudden, I am taking a lot of damage. I thought pikemen would be good against these guys. Oh, there we go. There's the damage I wanted to see. Come on, pikemen. Let's move in here. See how these guys, these little guys, you know, the long spear is easy to actually fight against infantry, but it's kind of even at this point. One's not winning, one's not losing. Ah, come on. We've only got a few more to go. I think we're winning, barely. Maybe I could have chosen that better, but I don't know. What's better? Light infantry just seems like they would get stampled, but you know, pikemen, you know, from afar, you just kind of you hit the guys, you know, you just kill them. But we won, which is nice. You've been victorious in a round. Prepare for the next one. All right. So who's this next round? So this next round is light pikemen. All right. So let's see. I'm going to choose. Of course, my light infantry. Hopefully, they should be able to beat them. Come over here. I don't know what I would use archers for. Archers don't seem like they would win very easily against anything, because you just get in range and kill everybody. Alright, so let's see who actually wins this. So I think I'm already winning this pretty handily. These guys are already dying. falling over, no problem. My undead warriors. It'd be pretty cool if this works like Might and Magic. I don't know if you guys ever played Might and Magic, but like you could basically, as undead, like Necronomicon or Necromancy, not Necronomicon. That's an item in Dota. But Necromancy, you could like kill like alive units and then have like an ability or have a place in your base that would actually summon these guys back as undead. So your army would keep growing with these undead units. And you have like hundreds and hundreds of like these little undead light infantry essentially. But yeah, winning this easy. That was a good pick. Killing these guys, no problem. Pikemen not very good against, you know, actual infantry in their face. Just slicing these guys up. Look, half of my guys are just like chilling back here. They're not even attacking. Come on, get in there. Come on. There we go. Attack these guys. Get in there. Wait. Oh my guys, what the? They're just kind of like, they're just kind of crouching there, not doing anything. Alright, so let's see here. Next round. What is this next round? What am I up against? I did not even see. I can't. We're just going to say that I'm going to choose these guys. Because why not? I didn't look at what I was up against. Alrighty, here, so I'm going to go over there. Hopefully win this round. Now, what are these things? Arcane Shield. Benefits all friendlies in the area with protection from damage. And then deals instant damage to all units. I wonder if I can use that right now. Alright, can I use that? Oh, that's OP. Like the other guy isn't using that ability. And like I can just use Arcane Shield on my guys now. Boop. That totally imbalances this. Alright, so these light infantry. Got this shield left that's pretty much protecting me from majority of damage. I want to actually get in there. Can I not trample these guys? Like half my units aren't even there. These guys are just like sitting in their back. So if I had any beef, like from the Total War series, basically when you had an army, you would run through them as cavalry. So you get in the midst of them, and you wouldn't have guys like waiting in the back essentially to fight. And I don't know if I could actually select. It's one big unit, so I can't break these up and like micromanage them any better. So I'm just kind of like stuck here, you know, fighting with these front guys, and as soon as these front guys die, then I move up and keep moving up, etc. I can imagine if like it's a bigger war, like, you know, if there's guys surrounding this whole area, then these guys could become, you know, could be useful. But for now, I'm just kind of fighting with a few guys at a time. Alright, you've been victorious this round. Alright, so this next round, of course, looks like light archers versus light archers. Alright. So, we're going to go over light archers here. And let's see who wins, archers versus archers. But I've got these overpowered abilities that protect me and do damage. I'm going to be fine. Capturing those guys. Alright. So, wait. So these archers are actually walking into a range. That kind of seems a little bit weird. Alright, so I'm going to put my little arcane shield up here. There's the shield. But I can't use any more. This looks like it does have to recharge before I can use any abilities. So I like the fact that you actually have abilities you can cast in battle. That's kind of like a nice little addition to the game. It kind of makes a little open dynamics. You know, you can cast abilities, cast curses, cast damaging abilities, etc. Protective, etc. These guys are just getting wailed on. Not even a problem for this. Just destroying them. What is this here? 25% minus 25 attack when the unit is in melee. Alright, so of course we're not in melee, so we're doing just fine. And now these archers are getting destroyed. Not even a problem. I think I lost like one archer. Two archers on my side. They've fallen down. These archers look pretty badass, but they're elves. My guys, they look like dark elves, kind of. My guys are like undead. Shouldn't I be using undead archers like the crossbow guys? I don't know. We'll see. Only a couple dwarfs left. Little dwarfs are going to die. Dwarfs, dig in your holes, maybe? Nope. Not digging your own grave holes, essentially. Alright, got an ability to see if I can finish these off with some Divine Wrath. Bam! Look at that. Kill like two of those guys instantly, no problem. And one guy left, and there we go. I killed the unit. Alright, so I finished this. Victory. Alright. So let's see if I can actually get into a PvP match now to show you guys a little bit of the PvP in the game. And then we'll conclude it at that point. Alright, so wait for this to go back to the victory screen. Enemy units with reduced armor are destroyed faster whether by range fire or in melee. Really? Having less armor makes you get destroyed faster? That kind of makes sense, you know? Kind of like light armor, take more damage. Heavy armor, take less damage. Gotcha. Alrighty here. Somebody coming in this game here. I don't know why people put like so blatantly obvious tooltips in the game like that. Like, hey, if you have less armor, we'll do less damage, do more damage to you, etc. You think that people play games enough, they'd actually understand at that point. Alright, so hopefully now I can do battles. Alright, so I'm going to click battle, waiting for a battle. So, looks like I'm already getting in a battle here. Team 1 is Entity, Red Horde, Spunkinator, and Hammerstein versus Zealots, Hospitators, and Sloths. So they have 3, we have 4. But that was actually really quickly. I was surprised by how quickly I was able to actually get in the game. Helmets are a necessary addition to a unit's equipment list. They can provide additional bonuses to resistance and hit points, also increasing armor somewhat. So yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention, is that you can actually get items that you can equip your soldiers with, you equip your like little units, so they have increased resistances, you know, increased damage, etc. Which is a nice kind of like, you know, MMO element to it. You can customize your units, customize exactly what they're good at, and kind of, you know, ready up your battle. So I am ready. So waiting for other players to be ready here. So it just got like a typical army here of some pikemen, some blighted ones, some heavy infantry, and some medium or midnight heavy cavalry. So these blighted ones, what are you? Are you archers? I think you're archers, aren't you? Yeah, you're archers. Pikemen. All right. So if you look on the battlefield here, Hospitators has disconnected. Ah, damn. Sloth is ready though. We'll see what we got actually. Red Horde is ready. Am I playing against everybody? I think that. Where's my teammates? Okay, there they are. So there's my team, as you can see. Hospitators is offline. Battle has started though. So these guys aren't even moving though. Alright, there we go. And he seems to have a pretty decent sized army. Is that 2 armies or 1 army? Let's see here. It looks like 1 army maybe. Yeah, it's 1 army, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, we'll come over here. This is just my starting units, of course. So hopefully I get more units over time. What is this here? Best targets? Target identified. Alright, so this actually may tell me like the best targets to attack. So I'm going to move these guys out here. Got my cavalry up front. I'm just going to make sure that I don't actually get these guys too far ahead. As you can see, he actually stopped to kind of bring his guys all in line. Alrighty here. Let's move up. What is this here? Cursed. Target of the enemy unit is cursed. Its HP movement are reduced or stackable. Oh, nice. So you can't have like your hero unit, I believe, which can be in battle with you. I don't have a hero unit. I don't know if these guys have a hero unit. But currently, oh, there's the army. Oh god. Alright. I'm gonna regroup. They don't want to engage us head on. These guys have like raptors. What the? That doesn't look good. Alright, so I want to try to focus those guys first, because they look very nasty. I'm gonna curse. Can I curse? Curse. Your units are being attacked. Alright. I'm gonna try to focus these guys first. Hopefully we can do some damage here. I'm gonna bring my cav. Oh man, we're destroying. Oh no! Getting flanked. Getting flanked. Do not want to get flanked. Come on, pull these guys back. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's see here. Who is taking... No! Don't walk up to him! What is wrong with you? That is a terrible idea. Fall back, enemy lines. I want to fall back. Alright, here. What is this? That's my archers. These guys here, my pikemen. They're doing a pretty good job here. Taking some guys out. I have no idea what's going on. This is kind of like a clusterfuck. But hopefully we're killing the right guys. Your light enemies have been attacked. I now have enough for Arcane Shield, which I'm going to use on this big group of guys. So hopefully protect me. Alright, so we're doing okay here. Let's go back to... let's see, my archers. They are in battle. Are we firing arrows? Yep. Alright, so we're doing a okay job here. Looks like we almost got those guys. Yeah, we killed the unit! Ah, nice. Alright, so let's go back to these guys over here. See what's going on. Again, I'm going to use this to... Bam! Do some damage. Hopefully... Oh, looks like he's bringing in some units from behind. I am badly wounded, though, unfortunately. Come on. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can pull these guys back here. I'm going to pull these guys back to my other teammates. I'm still alive. Going to just pull back slightly. Alright, come in range. Let's do this. I just got spell damage, though. I think. Alright, here. These guys here look pretty strong. And I still have all my units, though. Alright, let's see here. Are you firing arrows? Yes, you are. Okay. It'd be terrible if those guys actually weren't firing any arrows. I think we're winning this, though. I almost have a guy that's almost dead, though, unfortunately. No! I got a protective shield. Oh, yeah? I'll do that, too. Bam. Spell damage, 4-2. Come on. I think I just lost my pikemen, but I should be okay. Spunkinator killed a unit. Nice. Alright. So we've got almost our entire army up. Pretty wounded, but we're doing okay. I think they did also have one less guy, so that may have made it a little bit imbalanced. They also had more powerful units though, so it's not too bad. Alright, so we've got Avengers. Alright, let's go ahead and attack those guys here. Actually, I'm just gonna do that. Alright, so what is this? Target is identified. I'm defined. How am I doing? I have no idea. Like first? Ah, I lost a unit! Damn. Alright, how am I doing? I almost can use ability? I need to use my shields to protect my guys again. Look at this. Just get right in here and see all this. I want to know what's happening to my guys. My archers are shooting from Bahar. They're doing a pretty good job. What are they shooting at? I don't even know. Which guys are my enemies? Are these? Okay, I know these guys. Red bars, obviously, maybe. They're all red. Okay, so this is one beef I have. I am having a hard time defining what is an enemy in here. So they all have red health bars, including my own guys. So I'm kind of like, right-click attack. Hopefully kill something I need to kill. And also, I didn't want to put my arcane shield up here in a second. Come on. Okay, arcane shield. Alright, so I've got my arcane shield up, which should help protect my guys. Arcane shield and buff its area, protecting them from damage, which is nice. I think we're winning this still. I think they're almost all dead. What unit are they attacking? Are these undead guys of mine? These sword masters? I think they're maybe. Alright, let's see here. Heavy walkers are doing okay. Who are you attacking? Oh, looks like entity killed a unit. What is this? Are these buffs and everything? Ah, blessed unit's been favored by the gods. Nice to see. A plague, 0 armor, 0 damage to the plague. Hospitators kill a unit. No! Crowd. Intersection units reduces their effectiveness depending on badly wounded. But I think we did win that. We came out alive. Nope, nope. Still killing this last unit. This guy with the skull. This is the guy we gotta kill. He's surrounded. Yeah! Kill the unit. Man, I'm doing a good job. I did lose another unit though. But we're doing okay. Are these good guys? How do I know who's... Okay, that guy's bad. So we can kill that last guy. And we won! Battle is over. Red Horde killed the last guy. Got the killing blow, the KS, but it was alright. I did a good job and victory. Hopefully it tells me how many units I killed versus how many units they killed. Just so I can see my effectiveness, because I couldn't really tell how well I was doing at all in that game. Alrighty here. So master units are unique for each race. Each master unit has a unique ability which can help you win the battle. So that's like that one individual unit you saw. I think in the back they had my teammate had a master unit that he was putting in battle, and then he took it out when it got low. And you can still use like abilities and stuff like that. Alrighty here. So let's look at the Synapse screen before we conclude this first impression video. Let's see, please wait. Alright, so Spunkinator. Soldiers deployed, 64. Enemy soldiers killed, 46. Number of victories, 1. Awesome. So this guy deployed 116. He killed 102. And this guy deployed 81, killed 70. So we did have one extra guy, so obviously it did turn the tide of battle, which is unfortunate for this team here. But I am on a victory streak of 1 now. This guy deployed 100, but I mean, that's pretty impressive. 116 for 102. I killed 46 out of 64. I mean, I did better than Sloth, I will say that, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that. This guy killed slightly more units than I do, but he had, what are these here? Add friend. Oh, okay. So you can actually see their army details, and so if you're like, oh man, he did a really good job against me, what does he have? What can I aspire to get? You can click on the army details to actually look at that. In fact, what if we look at that right now? If I click on that, you can see here army race, dark elves, army rankings. So there's rankings and everything. So it's very competitive. There's a lot of competitive aspects to the game. It's nice to actually see that they give you so many stats that you can look at. And that little experience bar, I don't know if you can see that. Spunkify, level 2, great. Congratulations, the leader of your army has advanced to a higher level. New possibilities have been unlocked for your army. Click your career advisor to learn more. I will do so. So here's my career advisor. So it looks like I can do, like, pick a spellcaster, glorious battle. Oh, these are challenges, armor. Let's see. Armor gives the biggest defense battle of the equipment. This greatly increases the survival of your units in battle. They increase armor, strength, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like there's quite a lot of... Yeah, so here's the upgrades. As you can see here, you can buy Twilight Reaper's Wraith Plate. So you can upgrade and customize all this stuff. These are locked right now, but I assume as you level up more, you'll have the ability to unlock all these and actually get these guys quite effectively, you know, give them a lot of armor and weapons, which is nice to see here. What is this? Reserve. Click here to view army limits. And this is my currently. Okay, so this is your army currently, and then reserve is the other portions of your army that you don't have actually implemented. So that's pretty cool. I like this a lot. I like the look of this, and it definitely looks like there's quite a lot of depth to the game, which is really nice to see. I can also sell these guys if I want to sell a unit that I'm not going to use anymore to buy a better unit. Up here on the way up the mail, as well as the menu. Now what is down here on the left? Manage your army, recruit units, and global map. So it doesn't look like I can do any of that right now. Maybe in the future I'll be able to do that. But I think for now I'm going to go ahead and leave off for now. Get premium. Click to access subscriptions, get benefits today. Not sure what those are, but I'm not going to look into that right at this moment. If you guys want to learn more about this, though, I think I'm going to conclude the first impression for now. But if you guys want to learn more about World of Battles, do check out the link below at MMOHut.com for the full review, as well as, general information about the game. This has been Spunkify. I'll see you guys later. Spunkify out.